So, Odegaard Timber Carabao Cup return hint. We here to talk about the Carabao Cup finale. That is it. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. Hope you guys are really having fun. Eid Mubarak to all the Muslims all over the world. That's why I always want here to come in late, because I knew to eat that early morning. You guys were obviously enjoying the public holiday all over the world. But there is some injury news that Arteta had to give us today in relation to those players that we really anticipate. We're not to eat that main Merino, Timber, Odegaard were those players that never made it into the squad that saw Arsenal knock out Bayer Leverkusen in the Champions League. That is on Tuesday. Now, the manager had to obviously come and really give us an update on the two players, because for Mikel Merino, we know it's really going to take some long time, because even the injury is the first of a kind ever since the world has ever lived. So we don't know how they'll obviously treat it, but he is one of those that is going through hard time. But for Timber and Odegaard, we have all what it takes to talk about them. Not so? So guys, thank you very much for watching through, and I want to let you know that we are powered by none other than St. Maria Goret SS Katende, right? It's a school, you know, with a Catholic foundation. You see everything there. You can as well go down there and obviously take your child, and you'll thank me later. You know, especially the viewers of the Rokani Media Football. You go there and tell them Rokani Media Football referred us to your school. You understand? St. Maria Goret SS Katende. Admissions are open for O and A level. You can call that number. All else you can do the needful and really send them an email or visit their website and really put in that application that you will obviously not regret having gone ahead to do that. Not so? So that's all about St. Maria Goret SS Katende. And if you really have a child, please do the needful and really take him or her to that school. So we get into what Mikel Arteta came around obviously said today, starting off with the team news. He said, we have another training session on Saturday. So the ones that are available in the contention hopefully can give us good news. So talking of the ones in contention, who is he referring to? He's referring to Timber and Odegaard. That is it. Timber and Martin Odegaard, you know. And when I looked through the photos, they were not there, but I know those are mind games of Mikel Arteta. And if need there be them to go ahead and really play, then you will see them. And they will travel. We'll get to know onto the squad that is ready, that will be at the team hotel tomorrow, whether they will be really involved. Arteta on Martin Odegaard and Jurrien Timber's availability said we have another session, so let's see if they can make it. That's what Arteta has gone ahead to obviously come out and really say that it's really very important onto this, and I'm really excited, very much moved about how they'll feature, because if Arteta adds these two onto his squad on Sunday, I tell you, he'll be having a very big bench that can compete with that of Man City. Remember, Man City has a very beautiful squad. The addition of one, Semenyo, and Mark Gehi has gone ahead to make his squad one of the best squads in the world. You get? Though I think Arsenal edges him a little bit, you know, because the players of Arsenal have gone ahead, obviously mix and mingle, and they're really having a very huge go together. That is it. So that is it for the side of Mikel Arteta. But as he talks about them like that, he was asked about their participation to the Carabao Cup finale towards the game of Bayer Leverkusen. It was a Monday, right? And this is what Arteta had to say about the variability of Martin Odegaard in the Carabao Cup finale. He said, so we are really pushing. He really wants to try to be available, but we will have to wait and see in the next few days when he trains with the team how he feels. We know the game that we are going to be playing in a few days, and more players that have the better. And the more players we have, the better. Now, Martin Odegaard, when you're playing a team like Manchester City, you need him. You need him because City is a highly football-obsessed team. Arsenal can possess, yeah, but their football possession makes more sense when they're having Martin Odegaard. Though Eze is really in some epic form in there, but I want to let you know that Ebelechi Eze is good, but Martin Odegaard really has something special in him. You get? And Eze can really maneuver those spaces that Man City is going to have to create and maybe leave in between. But Odegaard just gives you something different altogether that you have to look at and really appreciate that, oh my, he's really a special kind of player. The control he gives you, the drive, the leadership, and those deep-lying passes that he does. But I think where Eze comes in through and really acts better is like Eze doesn't drop deep like Odegaard to pick that ball and obviously start on with the attack. Eze waits for Zubimendi and Declan Rice to obviously pass the ball to him, and then he goes ahead to do what we call the execution. But the next days were Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I think they've gone ahead to elapse, and the day is coming for these two to obviously go ahead and obviously do the needful in there as they put out a very beautiful performance in there for you as a side of Arsenal. But Odegaard, I know he's good, but I sent him a warning that let him not force his return, because if he never forced his return at the beginning of the season, and then again at the middle of the season, I think he would have gone ahead to be available right now and playing the game. So let him heal fully. Martin Odegaard, heal fully, and then the rest will be just you to do your magic, because we all believe in you and we know what you can obviously do as a player, right? So that is it. So from there, and on Jurrien Timber, this is what he said. We don't know. I think with him, it will be a matter of days, but not sure. So he's also a matter of days, and he trained, and we are waiting to see where he comes in to feature predominantly in there for you. So that is all about Arteta said about these two players. That is Odegaard and Timber. We're here to wait and see what will happen about these players indeed. But if you are an Arsenal fan, you would like to see them back because they mean a lot. Though they are replacements for them, Eze for Odegaard, Mosquera and Ben White for a player called as Jurrien Timber. But they are the first choice players. In a game like this where you're going to play team like Man City, you would like to see all your first team players available and all in to do the needful. That is it. So from there, we obviously get to the toughest question that was posed to Mikel Arteta in the presser about the 20-man squad that he's obviously taking to Wembley. He said, especially because he was asked on the challenges of picking a 20-man squad, especially because everybody has been involved in the competition, and on the last day, when you have the competition, to be at Wembley, not to give the opportunity for someone to be there. It's difficult. So, yes, it's something to think about. But we know who will go. We know who will obviously go ahead and obviously go and redo the needful. Tomorrow morning, I'll drop the match preview of Arsenal versus Man City and see what you guys have to say about this. So, guys, thank you very much for watching through. Your thoughts on to Odegaard, Timber, Carabao Cup, injury bust are welcome in the comment section. But the manager says they have to obviously check out onto them and see what they are really capable of really doing there for you, and the rest will be history. So, but whether with them or not, Arsenal remains one of the toppest teams in the Premier League, and in this particular cup, they will obviously give Man City some hard time, because even Man City will also try to do exactly what Arsenal is really doing and play those mind games. But at the end of it all, we'll get to know who is who into this. I sign out for now. See you later and good night.